me this better person.
Wow.
It's made me the person that I am today.
And you probably understand him better now.
I understand him better that I'm older. As you get older, you start understanding things. You understand why people do the things that they do.
Yeah.
So yes, Gordon did say, you better go then and say what I want you to say. Otherwise, I'm going to kill Michael. And I'm thinking, is it better to kill him or do this or do that? So yes, it's the past. It's something that I don't like to discuss. I don't like to talk about, but it's out there. And it's funny because Larry King told me, he says, you know, in order to start over, you have to go all the way back to your past, and you have to get used to it. You got to bring it to the forefront, and then you can start over. Because if you can't start over with people not knowing what really happened.
Right.
So he was absolutely right.
You have to be comfortable with that period, even if it was a dark period.
It was a very dark. Are you kidding? It was very, very dark, and I'm just so thankful that I came out of it because I didn't think that I would survive.
I love talking to you about this because it makes sense to me. There's so many stories about the Jackson family, and there's so many stories about your father. And I mean, this sets it straight because it was never a sexually abusive.
My father, he's a good person.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful person, and it's something that I don't really care to discuss. But I love him dearly.
Right.
I love him dearly with all my heart.
And this coming from you where you are today,
where I am
having
today,
lived through everything.
Where I am today, he's an incredible father. He raised all of us, and he's done a darn good job, a very, very good job at raising us. And even today, everybody says that any sibling, the Jacksons, and the guy that works with everybody in my family, that we are the sweetest, not to pat ourselves on the shoulders,
no.
We're the sweetest, kindest, easiest people to work with. And that's because my father
even a bit naive sometimes.
Oh yeah, because of religion.
Yeah.
But he was a disciplinarian, and which is really great.
How about Michael? Let's set the record straight about a couple of things. What bugs you most about what is being reported about Michael?
I wish that everybody in this audience, because of course you all know who he is, I wish that the entire world would know the real Michael, the true Michael. He's no different than the person you see sitting here. He's so kind, so lovable, so friendly, so jovial, but you guys, of course, you see the person that doesn't speak or doesn't say anything. He's fun. And I always say, let them see you. Let them see the fun side of you. Let them see you laugh and be silly. And let them see us have pillow fights.
Is he afraid of showing that, or does he think, or has he created a sort of Michael Jackson brand that he thinks that he still has to fulfill every time he goes out?
He's the person that you see, but he's also that person where he's at home. He's comfortable. So he's rolling all over the floor and laughing, and I don't know if you guys ever see that side of him, and it's just wonderful because you take it for granted, and you don't think anything of it.
How is he nowadays? Are you in touch with him?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Is he all right? Is he well? Is he?
Yes.
Because he seems a bit on the run from an outside perspective.
Well,
you hear stories about his house being up for sale or being repossessed.
But that's not true.
It's not true.
No,
that whole Neverland story, the whole thing is repossessed, and
he's fine.
He's losing it.
He's doing very well. He's fine with the home, with everything right now, and yes, he's always moving around because what happened to him when they went into Neverland and they violated his privacy? And you guys weren't there, you don't realize all of these cops coming in and the way they left the home in a wreck. And he felt as if, I will never stay here, I'll never come back here, this isn't my home anymore.
Because it was a sanctuary before, wasn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the minute that the verdict was held and they gave the verdict, he left, and he hasn't been back to Neverland since.
He hasn't been back?
Oh, he hasn't been back.
He spent a lot of time in Vegas and in the Middle East.
In the Middle East, he's never gone back, and he says, I'll never go back there. And he said it the day of court. He says, if I'm free,
but he can't get himself to sell it, or he doesn't want to sell it?
Oh no, he doesn't want to sell it.
Because he wants to go back someday.
He doesn't want to sell it because it's so much a part of him, because he built this place, but at the same time, he won't go back because of how they destroyed it. And when I say destroyed, they went through everything, and it was just a mess, just a mess.
But does he spend most of his time in America nowadays, or?
Well, at the moment, yes, he's in America. He's in Vegas, Las Vegas.
He's in Vegas.
Yes, at the moment.
Do you think he's going to work again? Do you think he's going to? Because he's such a talented guy. I mean, you said that as well.
Happen. I would so much love to see that happen. Truthfully, I think one day, yes. I really do, because when it's in your blood, Robert, you gotta do it.
Do you believe
he's not ready to do it now.
No. Do you believe in his innocence 100%?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a good person. It's funny because when we were going through this, boy, you're getting the exclusive.
Hey.
You are.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You really are. But when we were going through the trial and the whole bit, and the whole family, we all stayed at Neverland during that, going to court every day and the whole bit. We would talk and we would discuss what's going on and what's happening and waiting for the verdict and the whole bit. And I would always say, you're going to be vindicated. You're going to be free. Don't worry. You're going to be free. And I would tell him that just before getting in, I said, Michael, remember something. And he goes, what? I said, remember, think from the end. And he goes, think from the end? I said, think from the end. He goes, what does that mean? I said, think as if it's already happened. Think victory. You've already been you're free. Think that way. And he goes, oh, okay, I'll think that way. I said, no, think from the end. The ending is already there. You've already put it there, so I'm good. I'm free. And he was.
And you were certain that was going to happen.
Every count, you got to have a positive attitude about life, about everything. Mm-hmm. And I learned all these things, but I learned it the hard way. It took a long time, but I was able to learn it, and I'm so happy that I was able to learn it.
LaToya, and so you yourself, you're working on a new album.
Yes, I am.
Starting over.
It's called Starting Over. I think it's so imperative and so important for people when your life goes wrong or something's going wrong and you're not happy with things in your life. Don't gripe about it. Don't complain. Just start over. That's all you have to do.
Do you feel that sometimes it's a burden being a Jackson, or you don't have those feelings anymore?
No, I have to be quite honest with you. There's a lot of good times that come with it, and then there's a lot of bad times too. So it's
have to take it both.
It works both ways. It works both ways, yes. Because it's funny, because when one Jackson does something, they look at the entire family or blame the whole family. It's really funny how it works, how the world views individually as a whole.
Well, it certainly is an intriguing family, and it's sort of an intriguing story to follow, but also it's great once you get to know, once again, I keep repeating myself, but I love just talking to somebody who's in the family, who tells me this, who looks me in the eye, and you can sort of sense whether it's right or wrong, and this was right. You've been very honest and truthful tonight, I think. And I think it's an amazing story. It's one of the most amazing stories I've ever heard on my show about, what happened to you and what you've gone through.
It's a very interesting story, and I haven't even gotten to the wedding part, but it's a very interesting story.
And we'll do that again.
Okay.
Please come back on my show.
Absolutely.
Will you go out tonight in Amsterdam? Will you party? What are you going to do?
You're supposed to be telling me about a great restaurant. You forgot?
Oh, no. But there's so many great restaurants.
No, you said you were going to tell me about this really great restaurant. Come on,
well,
Robert.
I can tell you about the coffee shops where you can smoke a joint. Oh, no, LaToya, not for you. I'll tell you about the good restaurants.
It's legal here, isn't it?
It's legal here, yeah.
No.
So maybe you should go. No, not for you. But a great restaurant. I'll talk to you. I'll think about a great restaurant.
I arrest people like that do
really?
that. Well, yeah, because I'm a cop.
You're on a cop. I'm on a cop show. So much more we talk about. We're running out of time.
You just stayed on the family. That's all.
I know, but it's good. We have so much. But it's not the last time I speak to you here, LaToya.
No, of course not.
We have so much more. There's more to come, to be continued.
Yes.
It was amazing having you on the show.
Thank you.
And you are a fantastic woman. Was een fantastisch verhaal, hè? Fantastisch verhaal. Toya Jackson, everybody! Alright, dames en heren, dat was hem weer, de show van vandaag, woensdag 14 mei. Ik bedank mijn gast, the lovely Toya Jackson. Morgen zijn we er weer met een spectaculaire show. Zorg dat je niet wist om 12:30 hier op RTL 5. Prettige avond nog.